For millions of Americans, a small pension isn't a reward, it's a life sentence. Rent climbs without mercy, groceries behave as if they were educated at private schools, and medical bills arrive with shameless regularity. Retirement, which was supposed to be a season of peace, instead becomes a monthly math problem accompanied by high blood pressure. But here is the truth that many people are finally waking up to. Your pension may be small in the United States, but in the right country, that same money can stretch like it joined a yoga class. This is not about running away from reality. It is about looking at the world honestly and asking one powerful question: where can Black retirees live with more peace, more respect, and less financial pressure? Retirement should never mean choosing between medicine, rent, and dignity. Below are 10 countries where the cost of living is lower, the lifestyle is calmer, the weather is friendlier, and your money may finally have room to breathe. Number 10. Ghana. Ghana is not the kind of retirement choice that simply asks, how cheap is the rent? It asks a deeper question: where do you want your spirit to breathe? For many Black retirees, Ghana is not just another country on a map. It carries history, memory, culture, and that powerful feeling of walking into a room where you do not have to explain your existence before you sit down. Let's not get carried away, however. Accra can be expensive, very expensive, depending on your lifestyle. If you move there trying to live like a beachfront celebrity with imported groceries, constant taxis, and an apartment in the fanciest neighborhood, Ghana will look at your small pension and say, bless your heart. But if you are smart, flexible, and willing to live outside the most expensive bubbles, Ghana offers something invaluable: peace, community, and a slower rhythm of life. English is widely spoken. The culture is vibrant. The food has personality. The people are direct, warm, and deeply connected to tradition. You are not retiring into silence. You are retiring into color, music, markets, festivals, and the kind of street life that reminds you people still know how to talk to each other without scheduling a Zoom call. Cape Coast and Elmina are not just tourist stops. For many in the diaspora, they feel like standing inside a history book. But Ghana does not only represent pain, it represents return, rebuilding, and possibility. Practicalities. Foreigners can obtain residence permits for up to 4 years initially. Retired diaspora applicants need evidence of retirement and a steady income, pension records, bank statements, or social security records, along with local bond support. Ghana is not number 10 because it is the cheapest. It is number 10 because it offers something money cannot buy: cultural grounding. Number 9. Belize. Belize sounds like someone combined the Caribbean, Central America, and a long exhale, then put it on a postcard. Warm weather, blue water, palm trees, fresh seafood, and people speaking English without you needing to wrestle with a translation app every 5 minutes. For Black retirees who want life abroad without feeling completely disconnected from familiar language and culture, Belize makes a very strong case. Is Belize the cheapest country on earth? No. Belize can be affordable compared to many parts of the United States, but it is not dirt cheap, especially in popular expat areas like Ambergris Caye and Placencia. Paradise noticed people were calling it paradise and decided to raise the invoice. However, Belize has something many retirees value even more than rock-bottom prices: ease. English is the official language. Every doctor's appointment, lease agreement, and bank visit does not feel like a language exam you forgot to study for. Belize also has a rich mix of cultures, including Creole, Garifuna, and Maya. The Garifuna culture in particular brings deep African and indigenous roots, music, food, language, and tradition. That kind of cultural presence can make retirement feel less like being a permanent outsider and more like finding another branch of your family tree. The catch: Belize's qualified retirement program generally requires retirement income of $2,000 per month or $24,000 per year. For someone with Social Security, a pension, or rental income reaching that threshold, Belize can be realistic. Healthcare is decent for basic needs, but for serious medical care, many retirees plan to travel to larger cities or abroad. Belize earns the number 9 spot because it offers comfort without total unfamiliarity. Number 8. Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic makes retirement sound less like an ending and more like a second act with better weather, better food, and fewer people asking why you haven't paid off a house that costs more than a small island. This is not a quiet retirement corner where everybody whispers and goes to bed at 7:30 p.m. It has rhythm, personality, merengue in the air, motorcycles moving like they have personal drama, street vendors calling out, and dominoes slamming on tables. For Black retirees, there is another layer. The Dominican Republic is an Afro-Caribbean country. Even though conversations around race and identity there can be complicated, you will see Blackness everywhere, in the faces, music, food, and history. However, race is discussed differently than in the United States. This is not a place to enter with rose-colored glasses and a vacation brochure mindset. It is a place to study, visit, listen, and learn. Practical side, everyday life is much more affordable than most U.S. cities, especially if you avoid tourist-heavy zones. Punta Cana is beautiful but prices itself like it takes financial advice from Miami. Santo Domingo offers big city convenience with traffic and noise. Smaller coastal towns offer better value. Private healthcare is affordable compared to the U.S., and residency is possible with stable pension income, commonly around $1,500 per month. The Dominican Republic earns the number 8 spot for sunshine, culture, and accessibility, but only for retirees who do their homework. Number 7. Philippines. The Philippines quietly walks into the retirement conversation and says, "You know, your money could be breathing easier over here, right?" For Black retirees on a small pension, that is no small thing. After decades of working, paying taxes, and watching the cost of living climb like it has somewhere urgent to be, retirement should not feel like a punishment for not being rich. The Philippines offers affordability without total isolation, warm weather, beautiful islands, friendly communities, and, crucially, English is widely spoken in government, business, healthcare, and daily life. That matters enormously when you are retired and simply want to ask a pharmacist about your medication without accidentally ordering cough syrup, floor cleaner, and a motorcycle helmet. Rent, food, transportation, and even domestic help cost much less than in the U.S. A small pension that gets bullied in America can stand up straight in places like Cebu, Dumaguete, or Iloilo. Of course, big city areas, imported goods, and Western restaurants will raise your costs. If you adapt, shop locally, and choose your city carefully, the Philippines can give you a very comfortable life. Retirement Visa. The Special Resident Retirees Visa, SRRV, allows long-term stay with multiple entry privileges. Healthcare is good in major cities like Manila and Cebu, but quality varies outside urban centers. Do not move to a remote island just because the beach looks pretty on YouTube. A sunset cannot refill your prescription. The Philippines earns number 7 for lower cost, fewer language barriers, and a real long stay pathway. Number 6. Thailand. Thailand is the kind of retirement destination that makes people look at their monthly bills back home and whisper, "Now, why exactly am I suffering like this?" In many parts of Thailand, daily life feels smoother, warmer, cheaper, and more relaxed. When you are living on a small pension, that difference is not just nice. It can completely change how retirement feels. Affordable meals that actually taste like someone cared, fresh fruit everywhere, warm weather, walkable neighborhoods, beautiful temples, night markets, and a slower lifestyle that does not make every day feel like a bill collector is hiding behind the curtains. Chiang Mai has long attracted retirees for its low cost of living and calm pace. Bangkok offers world-class convenience, but can drain your wallet faster if you live like every week is your birthday. For Black retirees, Thailand feels different from Caribbean or African options. You are not going there for ancestral return. You are going for affordability, comfort, healthcare, and lifestyle. Many Black travelers report positive experiences, but respect matters. Learn the basics. Do not show up acting like retirement abroad means the whole country is your personal resort. Healthcare is a major advantage. Private hospitals in Bangkok and Chiang Mai are modern, efficient, and much cheaper than what Americans are used to paying. The retirement visa requires financial proof. Either 800,000 baht in savings, 65,000 baht in monthly income, or a combination. Thailand earns number 6 for low-cost comfort, great food, and a lifestyle that turns retirement from survival mode into actual rest. Number 5. Portugal. Portugal is the kind of country that makes retirement look like it went to therapy, bought linen shirts, started drinking espresso slowly, and decided peace was more important than impressing people. For Black retirees on a small pension, Portugal offers a chance to experience Europe without automatically needing millionaire money. Now, Portugal is not the secret bargain it once was. Lisbon and Porto have been discovered, promoted, and rented out until some neighborhoods started looking at regular people like they accidentally walked into a private auction. But Portugal's real retirement magic is in smaller cities. Coimbra, Braga, Évora, or towns in the Algarve and central Portugal. There, life moves slower and your money has a better chance of surviving the month. For Black retirees, Portugal has a growing international community, African diaspora connections, and historical ties to Angola, Cape Verde, Mozambique, and other Lusophone nations. That does not mean every experience will be perfect. Racism does not need a passport stamp to exist. But Portugal is often described as more relaxed than many European countries, especially in diverse areas. Visa situation. The D7 visa for retirees requires passive income around €920 per month for the main applicant. That makes Portugal far more realistic than many European countries. But meeting the minimum does not mean you should arrive with exactly that and a suitcase full of confidence. Portugal earns number 5 because it gives Black retirees a European option that works on a modest income if they choose wisely. Number 4. Colombia. Colombia is where the retirement conversation gets serious. This country does not just offer cheap living, it offers a full lifestyle. Big cities, mountain views, Caribbean coastlines, coffee towns, modern malls, fresh fruit that tastes like it had a childhood, and healthcare that makes many American retirees look at their U.S. medical bills and wonder if they were being robbed professionally. Medellin is usually the first city people mention, and for good reason. Mild weather, modern infrastructure, strong public transportation, and a mountain setting that feels like a postcard. It has become popular with expats, which means rents are rising. Be smart. Cali is another option for those who want more Afro-Colombian culture, music, and warmer climate. Cali has salsa in its bloodstream, and for Black retirees, the visibility of Afro-Colombian culture can make the place feel deeply connected. The coffee region, Pereira, Armenia, Manizales, offers quieter, greener, and more manageable living, lower costs, cooler weather, and a slower pace. Healthcare is one of Colombia's strongest selling points. Major cities have good hospitals and private care that is much more affordable than in the U.S. The pensioner visa generally requires income of at least 3 legal monthly minimum wages, roughly the low $1,400 range in 2026. Colombia earns number 4 for affordable living, real cities, good healthcare, and multiple lifestyle choices. Number 3. Costa Rica. Costa Rica is for the retiree who is tired of chaos. Not just, I need a vacation tired, but decades of working worrying, driving through traffic paying, bills tired. Costa Rica steps in with beaches, rainforests, mountains, fresh air, and that famous phrase, pura vida, which basically means life should not feel like a punishment with Wi-Fi. Costa Rica is not the cheapest country in Latin America. It is more expensive than Ecuador or Colombia in many areas, especially popular expat towns and beach communities. It has been discovered, reviewed, and moved to by enough foreigners that certain areas now price themselves like they know they are pretty. But stability matters. A cheap country is not always a good retirement country. Sometimes cheap comes with stress, weak infrastructure, or safety concerns. For Black retirees, Costa Rica offers Afro-Caribbean culture on the Caribbean side, in places like Limon and nearby coastal communities. That region carries history, rhythm, food, and a different cultural flavor from the more tourist-polished Pacific side. Healthcare is excellent, especially around the Central Valley. The Pensionado residency path requires around $1,000 per month in lifetime pension income. Costa Rica earns number 3 for peace with structure, not bargain basement living, not luxury fantasy, just a stable, beautiful country where a small pension can support a calmer life. Number 2. Ecuador. Ecuador makes a small pension sit up straighter and say, wait a minute, I might actually be somebody over here. In the United States, a modest retirement check shows up already exhausted. Rent, groceries, insurance, utilities, prescriptions, and one unexpected bill, jump it in the parking lot. In Ecuador, that same dollar stretches further and finally stops looking like it needs a second job. One of Ecuador's biggest advantages is simplicity. It uses the US dollar. No constant mental math. No wondering if the exchange rate is about to slap your budget sideways. No standing in a grocery store trying to calculate whether tomatoes just became expensive or your brain is tired. Cuenca is the star. Beautiful colonial architecture, cooler mountain weather, a strong expat community, walkable streets, and affordable healthcare. Loja offers a quieter, more local feel. Quito gives capital city convenience with big city complications. For Black retirees, Ecuador may not offer the deep cultural return of Ghana or the Afro-Caribbean familiarity of Belize, but there are Afro-Ecuadorian communities in Esmeraldas and the Chota Valley. Black presence is part of the country's story. Healthcare in larger cities is shockingly reasonable compared to the U.S. The retirement visa requires monthly pension income equal to at least 3 unified basic salaries, around $1,446 per month in 2026. Ecuador earns number 2 for value. Your dollar goes further, your lifestyle improves, and retirement finally feels like something you actually earned. Number 1. Panama. Panama takes the number 1 spot because this country practically looked at retirees and said, "Come here, bring your pension, and let's not make this harder than it needs to be." In a world where retirement planning can feel like solving a math problem during a fire drill, that kind of simplicity deserves respect. For Black retirees on a small pension, Panama has one of the strongest combinations anywhere. Affordability, modern infrastructure, warm weather, good healthcare, U.S. dollar usage, easy access from the United States, and one of the most famous retiree programs in the region. The Pensionado visa requires just $1,000 per month in pension income, plus $250 per dependent. That is not sell everything and pray territory. It is actually realistic. Panama City gives you skyscrapers, hospitals, malls, banking, and international connections. If you want a calmer life, Bocate offers cooler mountain weather. Coronado and Padasi offer beach access. Panama uses the US dollar, so budgeting is straightforward. For Black retirees, Panama has Afro-Panamanian communities, Caribbean influence, and a history shaped by migration and the Panama Canal. You will see Blackness in the people, music, food, and culture. Healthcare, especially in Panama City, is strong and far more manageable than U.S. prices. Panama earns the number 1 spot because it checks the boxes that matter most: realistic retirement residency, decent healthcare, modern comfort, cultural connection, warm weather, dollar-based living, and lifestyle options for different budgets. A small pension may not make you rich in Panama, but it can give you stability, dignity, and the feeling that retirement is not over before it even begins. Retiring on a small pension does not mean your life has to shrink. Sometimes it just means you need to stop trying to stretch your money in places that keep squeezing it dry. From Panama and Ecuador to Costa Rica, Colombia, Portugal, Thailand, the Philippines, the Dominican Republic, Belize, and Ghana, the real lesson is simple. Retirement abroad is not about running away. It is about choosing peace, dignity, affordability, and a place where your money and your spirit can breathe a little better. But remember, every country has its own rules, costs, culture, healthcare system, and hidden surprises. Visit first. Do your research. Never move anywhere based on pretty beach videos alone. That is how people end up broke with a great sunset view. Your next affordable, peaceful, retirement-friendly destination is out there. Choose wisely.